All right, welcome back to another round of Rising Qs where we answer your questions. And they wouldn't let me read these in advance. These guys were like, no, let's be surprised. So we're going to be surprised. So let's start off with the first question.
All right, this is from Jay Fraz. So Ryan Grimm, when sitting in the press room hearing all the reporters begging to go to war, was it like the movie Jumanji with drums banging in the background, or more Will Ferrell with the cowbell? Hashtag more war, hashtag war fever. I think more like Ferrell. It's kind of psychedelic in a way.
Those are some good references, though. Yeah. I like Jumanji. I loved that movie as a kid. I don't know how well it holds up, but it was a good movie.
No. But yeah, I'm going with the cowbell in a way.
More cowbell, like that SNL skit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, were you like chuckling every time another one? You were like, oh my gosh, really? Another one?
It's also, it also feels like a waste of time. So because they do this a lot on other questions too. So it's not just war. And Philip has talked about this, that they all need their shot. So if you're NBC, CBS, ABC, and they're covering the Supreme Court nominee, they don't just want video of Jen Psaki on the program. They want the video of the NBC reporter.
And this works the same way. By the way, this is not just a press issue. This works the same way in congressional hearings, where I've testified before Congress before, and you will have congressperson after congressperson ask the exact same question because they need a clip of them asking for it.
Yeah. Right.
You know, why is the FBI not doing more to hunt down domestic terrorists? And then there were answers. Right. And then the next person, why is the FBI not doing more? Because they need that outrage. They need to be the outraged one.
They don't want to say, especially if you're a news outlet, you don't want to say, well, this question was, ABC asked, blah, 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 and you're the New York Times or something. You want to be able to say you asked it.
They don't do this in Congress. It's interesting. Like, at a Schumer, McConnell, McCarthy, Pelosi press conference, those are the ones I've been going to more throughout my career. That would be alien behavior up on Capitol Hill because it's not as Hollywood type of thing. It's not about the theater. It's you go to the Pelosi press conference so you can ask Pelosi a question and try to get news out of her because no network is going to put Chuck Schumer or McConnell really on their news hour. And so the White House correspondents are competing not against each other, but they're competing for space against other news items to try to make sure that they get in there. But it creates this collective action problem where the White House press corps should understand that that's okay when it comes to the Supreme Court. Fine, you wasted everybody's time, everybody asked the same question. When it comes to war, let's try to do it a little differently when it comes to war.
So that we don't get one.
Yeah, so we don't get a nuclear war. Yeah. Somebody tweeted America and Russia go to war, news at 11. Actually, there will be no news at 11.
We won't be here, right?
All right, Kim, you've got this one here.
Yeah, so this is Mike Copeland. He asks, has there been a particular topic where one of your co-hosts influenced you to think differently from your then current stance? Ooh.
That's a good question.
Now Ryan agrees with me on everything.
Everything.
Right? I persuaded him on everything.
I would say the things that Kim's persuaded me of, but YouTube would take the video down.
Right. We can't share them. Yeah. I mean, I've learned more about the budget process and some of the things that Ryan knows better than either of us about the actual workings of Congress and the Democratic Party.
Yeah, and you both bring me windows into worlds that I'm not following very closely. I certainly learn a lot about what's going on college campuses.
Yeah.
Nothing good.
From Robby, or particularly the California kids where they're like, there is no critical race theory, and you found one where you're like, no, look, it says critical race theory. Like, okay, well, we need to think about this a little differently then.
Yeah.
I guess just saying it doesn't exist doesn't
I don't know if any of us really necessarily changed our viewpoints because of each other, but I think we certainly learn from one another quite a bit. I think that is like I always learn from these guys different things. Yeah. All kinds of different stuff. So, which obviously then shapes viewpoints eventually, maybe in small, subtle ways, but certainly, that knowledge base is, I think.
Right. I'd never be able to admit it either. I'd be like, no, I just changed my mind.
No, here, I'll do. You were right about everything.
There you go. Kim said it.
Yes. And you got it on tape.
There it is. Robbie, this one.
All right, one more. And Midnight Sunrise asks, would anyone agree with moving the clocks 36 minutes back, half an hour and 6 minutes earlier as a permanent change? Any counter offers? We could get rid of one of the time zones. How about we scrap Central Time? I actually hate time zones. Hate them. They throw me off. I never know what time it is anywhere else. Yeah, Central Time is bad. It's caused me to miss appointments and things and media appearances. So let's get rid of it. Why can't it just be, if it's 6 o'clock here, it's 6 o'clock everywhere?
They
and
do.
6 o'clock just means something different depending on where you
Right,
go.
right. Yeah, there is actually, I think, a universal time, isn't there, that the world is based off of, and they say this is...
It's the globe that goes around.
Like the U,
24
isn't
hours.
like U something, something.
Yeah, because computers need that, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I would sacrifice, I'd let somebody else pick. Japan can have it, whatever, like whoever.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be,
Right.
Western.
And if that means that I'm waking up at 3 p.m.,
Sure.
Make me feel better. Be like, wow, I slept all day. That was great.
I guess we could get rid of time zones because that's like with winter in Australia feels like summer to us. But they don't call it summer, do they? Do they,
Right. And
do they actually change their language and say,
They
oh,
do.
it's summer?
Yes.
They do say it's summer when it's
Yeah.
winter? They call that summer?
Yeah, they do.
Well, that's weird.
And you get used to it. One of the craziest experiences I had when I was like 14 or so, I went to stayed with this family in northern France for like a month. And one of the first nights I was there, we were out playing soccer, football. And the dad came out and was like, you guys need to quiet down. It's 11:30. Like, what? It was almost midnight. And the sun wasn't even down yet.
That's how it is in
great.
Idaho.
It was mind-blowing and it was great, but then 3 days later I was used to it.
Yeah.
So it's light at 11:30.
So
That's
a
just what it
major
is.
opponent of the view I articulated on the show yesterday that we should have permanent daylight savings time is someone whose takes I usually agree with, Josh Barrow. And he has this long article about how this would be the worst thing ever, that they tried it in the 1970s and people just didn't like their kids getting ready in the dark, and that was the major pushback. But again, we've addressed that. We should move school later.
Yeah.
So
There you go. Yeah.
But I almost never disagree with Josh Barrow, but he's wrong about this one.
We'll see. We'll find out in 2 years if they repeal it.
Great.
And again, in the 70s, kids were allowed to walk to school at the age of 5. Now you can't do that without getting arrested as a parent.
GOP is going to have a conflict because they want to let parents choose everything. So parents should be able to choose what time it is.
What time it is for their kid.
For their kids.
For their kid, for their
Yes.
school. Yeah, I support that. Yeah.
I identify with.
Well, that would be the left thing. No, I really identify with 5 o'clock.
Yeah, all the time.
Okay, that does it for this week's Rising Qs. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a video. And for all you podcast fans, look for Rising wherever you get your podcasts.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.